Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and raise their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, I can get some from this video. Quick video. Let me get a couple of precepts here in Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter. I was watching the elders, and they had mentioned that, the importance of teaching is, is to warn, our people, and us being prophets of the Lord willing, that I'm one of those men, right? This is our job. And if we don't do this, right, then we'll be punished. The blood will be on our hands, man, so whether Israel, whether Jake is annoyed with it, whether, whatever, right? Because Jake is stiff-necked, Jake is hard-headed, right? But if you're going off, we have to correct you, right? Just like even with us, right? If one of us is going off, then guess what? We have to be rebuked. We have to be warned. Okay? This grace period isn't about becoming a Hebrew Israelite, which, it's not a religion. You're a Hebrew Israelite by way of blood. But it's not about, I'm going to do this because I want to do it. You can't do it because you want to do it. You do it because you've been called to do it. So when you've been called to do it, you have to do it regardless, right? And part of doing it, right, part of teaching and part of being a man of the Lord is correcting and getting corrected. Look, man, sometimes we have to correct, not sometimes, all the time we have to correct ourselves in our daily walk, down to the very thought. If a foolish thought is an abomination with the Lord, how much foolish thoughts do you have that you got to rebuke and correct, right? And thought is incipient to action. So before you do something, you think about it. So if your thoughts are wicked, if you have thoughts and they're wicked and they're evil, you're going to perform wicked and evil things. That's why you have to clear your thoughts. Okay? That's why you have to always constantly check yourself. Always check yourself, man. You know what I mean? Because what? That wretched man, that old man. That old man, that's so used to this world and is marinated in Babylon juice, right? You know what I mean? That you so used to the bullshit, right? That it's a fight every day, but you gotta feed the spirit. Here, give me 1 second. Let me put some gas in the car. Give me 1 second. Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter, and I'm gonna start at 3. It says, "And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day." Right? And our people is a rebellious people, man. Okay, you've seen it throughout, when you go out in the scriptures and you read throughout the different, captivities we've been in at different times that, that we rebelled against the Lord. Our people rebelled against the Lord, man. Our people is wicked, desperately wicked, man. More wicked than the wicked, Jake go off, man. Jake is rebellious. Jake is, beyond sottish, right? Beyond stupid, right? And you see that, you on the highways and byways, you teach and preach this word, right? You see Jake come up every now and again with, some type of smart remark or some type of, some type of fucking rebuttal or some type of just argument, right? Even if he believe he a Hebrew Israelite, right? Dude, he might, oh yeah, I believe that, but I don't believe this. I don't believe that, right? He always, have that stumbling block, right? And nigga argue you down. I remember years back on the highways and byways, he had this Jake come up. He knew he was an Israelite, and but he didn't believe that we had the name. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you see that. You had another Jake come up, he believed that he knew he was an Israelite, but he said all Israelites were of a darker hue, right? And it's just like the stumbling blocks that these niggas, stumble over is wild. But that's why you got to fear the Lord, right? Because the deceived and the deceiver is his. Like, like the Lord, the Lord calls who he wants, man. He chooses who he wants, He said he will have mercy on who he will have mercy on, But when you go to Hebrews 10:31, it says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, right? And a lot of people, a lot of dudes don't understand that. They think that, it's supposed to be done on their terms, or they could serve the Lord their own way. And our people got that shit bad, right? They think that they're doing the Lord justice or doing the Lord a favor by serving them. And that's not the case. That's the furthest thing from the truth, right? And when you had a mentality, right, you think that, A, what you're doing is enough, right? And B, you could serve them the way you want to serve them. Like, stop that. You know what I mean? You don't understand that, again, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You don't understand the consequence that come behind, wickedness. Okay? It says, and he said unto me, son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there hath been a prophet among them, right? Because when all these calamities come, and he said perils come, there's going to be no excuse, because you have warning, right? You have warning, right? From the prophets, okay? And that's even a stumbling block to Jake. All the prophets are Israelites, right? And, Jake can see you and be like, he has so much, self-hatred that he'll see you and be like, hey, ain't no way in the world he got the truth. Ain't no way in the world this nigga got the truth. No, especially if he know you, man. Or if he knew you growing up. Oh, man. Them be the worst niggas, right? You try to tell them niggas something, they'll look at you like, man, who are you to tell me anything? Who is this? Who, and it becomes a hassle. It becomes a fucking issue, a problem, right? So you better off not telling these niggas nothing. Warning them, don't get me wrong, but, if they can't, if a nigga can't get it, move on, man. Okay? That's what it is. Right? Because what? When you go to Proverbs, the first chapter, it says, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear coming. Right? You're going to try to call on the Lord and that day, he ain't going to answer. Okay? Because he's seen everything that you've done. Okay? It says, and having a prophet among you is a warning to you, idiot. 6, it says, and thou son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of men. Be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, though briars and thorns be with thee, and thou dost dwell among scorpions. Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Right, so don't be afraid. We ain't afraid of you. The Lord made our head hard against yours, man. And we gonna tell you whether, like the scripture said, whether you hear or whether you forbear. Okay, let me grab this. Because at the end of the day, it's our job. It is our job, whether you like it or not. So we have to do it. This is 2 Ezra 15:1. It says, "Behold, speak thou to the ears of my people the words of prophecy." Right. So we're telling you what's to come. We're telling you, we're lining up news with prophecy. Right. Man, how much earthquakes done happened in the last 2 weeks, man? But wasn't that one of the signs that we were told to look for? Right? Wars, rumors of wars. You got Iran and Russia talking about this nuclear deal, right? That got America and the UK worried. Or I saw that on the news feed today. Like, it's just a lot going on. You know what I mean? You think they're making these nukes for no reason? You think they're not going to use these nukes? Niggas are sitting back comfortable because America hasn't been touched. But it's going to get overtouched. It's what you people don't realize. Scriptures prophesy 200,000 missiles to be shot down on this place, man. And you motherfuckers sitting back without a care in the world, okay? Come on, man. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Yeah, because you're faint-hearted and you don't believe. And it's impossible to please the Lord without faith. Okay, 5, it says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And wickedness have polluted the whole earth, because guess who's in charge? Esau, which is the wicked. Okay? That's what it is. So that poison is being spread throughout the earth. Their philosophy is being spread throughout the earth, and these people are eating it up. Okay? It's Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And when you go to First Maccabees 3:48, it tells you, man, that, the heathen paint, make images look like them, man. And that, and when you go in the Renaissance, right, which was obviously after, the Maccabees and all that, way after, that was one of their things, to tag along with their pseudosciences. In iconoclasm, they were blowing noses off statues, right? Painting things. That Jesus Christ image is not the true image. When you go to Revelation, the first chapter, they tell you what the Lord looked like. When you go to Revelation, the 4th chapter, and I believe the 3rd verse, you can restart from the top, but it goes in and tell you what the Lord looked like. It talks about a jasper and a sardine stone. When you Google that, that's 2 brown stones, man. Okay, but that go over people's head. People don't want to, acknowledge that. Okay, they don't want to acknowledge that, man. Okay, because if you acknowledge that, then guess what? You got to uncover all the other lies. Then you got to really tell the people who that picture of the so-called Jesus is, man. Then when you break that down, you're like, oh shit, that's Pope's son. That's this, that's that. Oh shit. What else have we been lied to about? And then you start realizing that this motherfucker is a deceiver. This motherfucker is a devil, right? But guess what? This motherfucker got y'all so far. This so-called white man got y'all so far gone that there's nothing that'll get you out of that that deep darkness state of mind, but fire. Our people so far gone, like Apostle Dahar said today. He was like, if all of our people face the east and, called on the Lord, repented, then, we'll be delivered. But Jake ain't doing that, man. When we was in the wilderness, right? These niggas seen the miracles and still had something sweet to say. Still had something fly to say, man. Oh, did the Lord bring us to the wilderness to make our wives widows, and let's go back to Egypt, where we was having cucumbers and this and that. We were eating good. Nigga, you was getting beat. You were in captivity. But Jake loved captivity. Even in this modern day Egypt, man. You can't tell these niggas nothing, man. Right? You can see it on this nigga. You can see it on these niggas' face. They desperately wicked, man. That's why they gonna listen. When judgment start happening, when you have martial law, right? When you have these race wars, you have this draft going on, you have the people being presented with this microchip, man. You're going to see, man, all is like Apostle Gabar said years ago when the Howard and Bible said, brothers, don't fear the things to come. That's judgment for these 2/3, man, in the world. Right? What does scripture say, man? I got it last time in Corinthians. Condemn. No. What is it? Yep. 1 Corinthians 11:32. It says, but when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. Okay, because the world got a judgment coming that's beyond brutal. Come on, man. All the wicked shit these niggas did, all the wicked shit these niggas thought about, all the wicked shit that these niggas plan on doing, and that's, you don't think it's a tab for that? You niggas just think y'all get in there, and the nigga think, look, here it is, a nigga won't eat. This nigga didn't graduate high school, but think he can finesse the system. Nigga ain't never been smart in his life. Nigga ain't got no common sense, but think he can finesse the system. Oh no, man, nah. I know what I'm doing. I could talk my way out this ticket. I could scam my way to the top. All right. Man, Esau is wise on the left-hand side, nigga. Whatever you do, he allows you to do when he watching. You know what it takes? They usually investigate for 5 years, then they come in and grab you. And then when a nigga get grabbed, no, everybody act like, oh no, he ain't do nothing wrong, man. Come on, man. But this is what it is, man. This is our people love a shortcut or a quick fix, or that's why Jake, like bro said today, Jake be falling for all the scams because they want that quick, nigga do everything but work, grind, and hustle. You know what I mean? But that's trouble is coming for Jake, man. And if you ain't got the Lord with you in that time, what Bernie Mac said in that movie, Players Club, is gonna be trouble, 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 man. Cause who you gonna call on? Bring me back to that example where that nigga, he got pulled over and was being rebellious with the cop, and the cop snatched his ass through the window, and he was screaming out the Lord's name as if this nigga was doing the work. And it's evident that he wasn't doing the work because scriptures say, agree with your adversaries quickly while he is in the way of thee. Nigga, you ain't do none of that. You was arguing, goofy ass nigga. Then scripture say don't tip the Lord, man. But you got these niggas that don't know nothing and are willingly ignorant that's going, fall right into the trap. As they do every fucking day, man. So we have to warn you about these things, whether you like it or not, whether you hear, whether you forbid. We don't care. This is our job, because if we don't, then the blood will be required at our hand. Okay? So with that, man, Lord, the video is edifying. Lord, I can got something from this video. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next Shalom.